All right, hello everybody, and welcome to a Plot Pilled podcast. It's a little bit more of a, thank you, Murphy. It's a little bit more of a somber episode
At
this
least for
time
this first part.
for this first part. Yeah.
For reasons that are fairly obvious.
Well, I mean, if you've been looking at the news at all, you would know that Charlie Kirk, very influential conservative, not even conservative, pretty moderate right.
Yeah. I guess he's conservative, but he's
yeah.
moderate conservative.
He's moderate conservative. Was assassinated on the 1 week that we decided to take a break.
Yep.
And I myself am not religious, so I have no prayers or anything for him, but I do believe that he is in a better place than here. And yeah, just horrible. Not even like, it's a tragedy, but not only that, but it's also a complete and utter act of evil. And just, I was at work when it happened, and it shocked me, shocked my sister, shocked Jordan. Pretty much shocked everybody, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, you might be wondering, well, you're a media podcast, why would you be talking about this? Well, this kind of affects the media a lot. Things like this affect how stories are written, the perspectives of how those stories are written, and what care writers need to take, in writing stories, with respect and dignity. And unfortunately, with the state of things, we know for a fact that not everyone is going to be like that, which is horrible. But it's just one of those things that it's gonna have a ripple effect, especially through even fiction, because just people are gonna take into that account. It's kind of like 9/11, sort of same thing. You're gonna see things get edited, or changed last minute, or certain things are gonna be in a very faux pas to even write about.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and it's for a good reason. So I don't know. What are your takes on how this is gonna kind of change media, storytelling, writing?
Yeah, I mean,
for at least a while.
I mean, I have a few thoughts on that. To be totally candid, Charlie Kirk is someone that I've followed since. Oh goodness. Probably right around when Trump got elected the first time, which is, I think, when he started Turning Point USA. Maybe a couple years after that is when he kind of came into my radar. And I've never met him. I didn't know him personally, but this hit hard. I mean, I have cried more than once about this. Even outside of the scope of media, I think it's just worth talking about because of the gravity of it and the horror of it, and especially the responses to it from just some very, very disturbed individuals, and unfortunately there are more of those out there than I was hoping there would be. Not gonna lie. So yeah, no, definitely, I am more spiritual Christian, don't really have a denomination, but do believe in God, do believe in Christ, and I fully believe that he is with his Savior. And so, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk, and I hope we can do him proud.
Yeah.
With all of this. Hopefully things don't go too far off the rails on the other side.
Yeah, hopefully.
Within media, though, I mean, it's, you know, it is worth having a discussion. There's a thing that Eric July likes to say all the time, which is that politics follows culture.
Yeah.
Sorry, my dog is upset too, apparently. Probably because she can't have my sandwich.
We are eating, by the way.
We are eating, sorry. It's late and I needed dinner.
Yeah.
But politics follows culture, and so if you're going to start to see a change in politics, really what you should be paying attention to is culture, and obviously stories and media and entertainment is, you know, like one of the primary drivers of that. So I think in terms of that, I think that what this has done is it's woken a lot of people up, both politically, but my hope is that it's also awakened people,
yeah.
awakened people in the creative sphere as well. And so if that's the case, we should start seeing soon a notable shift, I think, in the direction that stories take and in the subject matter that's covered and in the themes. You know, we've all gotten so used to most of what we're given today is extremely left-aligned, to the point of being
almost ridiculous.
Well, yeah, I was going to say fanatic.
Yeah.
Some of it, again, not all of it, but some of it. Very, very, and I'm going to use a religious term here, and I'm going to do it on purpose, very zealous. It just reeks of leftist zealotry. And I think that time is done with this. I don't... There's always going to be the crazy people out there who are celebrating Charlie Kirk being assassinated. You know, they'll still watch that crap, but I think everyone else is going to be like, no. I've tolerated this for way too long. Like, I'm done. I'm not playing with this anymore. I'm not gonna mess around with this ideology anymore. I'm just not gonna do it, not even in the fiction sense. And so I think and I hope. Hold on, I'm gonna take care of my dog. Come on, out you get. Come on.
Take Ruger with her.
You go out. You're being noisy. But so, what I'm hoping this does, though, is push people on the right who are not known for being creative. I think, though, primarily because the left has dominated the creative sphere for like 50 years. I hope it pushes them to do more projects, even if it's stuff like Eric July, where you just have to make your own platform or try to get in on an indie platform or whatever. Throw your stuff out there on you know, the internet. Make a webcomic instead of a graphic novel. Just do something.
Make even a WordPress document. Like, you know,
right.
There's plenty of people still on WordPress making long form serialized stories.
Yep. And like I think it's worth talking about that, you know, if this is something that has upset you and moved you, that getting involved in politics is not the only way to fight back. In fact, I would argue it's one half of the battle, and honestly the right has that side of the battle.
Yeah.
Really, not even the right. The sane people in this country.
Yeah.
Not even the right. Just the sane people, the sane, compassionate people that still have human souls.
Yeah.
They have that part of the whatever, this metaphorical battlefield is very well covered. What
isn't
this side does not do well is creativity, but it's not because we don't have good artists. It's just because the atmosphere, Hollywood, publishing houses, gaming studios, all of that has been so
Silicon Valley.
Yeah, all of it has been so hostile to the right for so long.
Yeah.
That we just don't create anything. And I think that the best thing you can do right now, if you're a creative and you want to push back, again, not against Democrats as a whole, but against this freaking just bloodthirsty,
hatred,
overzealous, far left ideology that has just taken over everything. If you want to push back on that, and you're creative and you're not really politically motivated, but you are creative, I think the best thing you can do right now is create art, create stories,
start writing.
Yep, do indie films, do whatever you can do to just start pushing back. There are some out there who are already doing this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Eric July I mentioned earlier, he's one.
You got Larry. Larry. Oh my God, he's writing so many books right now.
We've got Taylor Sheridan.
Taylor Sheridan.
I think, in my personal opinion, clearly has more right-aligned
things. Yeah.
But he doesn't malign people on the left in his show that kind of get schooled every now and then, which is very therapeutic.
Yeah.
But,
Larry Correa.
Oh, yeah.
Larry Correa. He's
just a fantasy author. He's not even pushing...
he does sci-fi, he does fantasy, he does post-apocalyptic stuff. He writes like crazy. Mm-hmm. I need to actually sit down and read some of his stuff. But he's pretty successful at it. And he's out there writing. Eric July, despite the fact that I don't agree with everything he says, and I don't agree with some of the people that he has writing some of his comic books.
No.
I don't think they're suited.
No.
Regardless of that, he's still doing something, right? Mm-hmm. And yeah, it's just like, I feel like having these sock puppet villains in your movies that are clearly supposed to be the right, that's done. You can't, I feel like you can't do that anymore.
No, there'll be some holdouts.
Oh yeah, they'll
flop.
Yeah, they'll flop because nobody wants to indulge in that.
Well, what just flopped? Stephen King's new movie. Because he went and shot his mouth off.
The Long Walk just completely crumbled. Despite the fact that I've heard people saying, "Oh, it's good," but people won't care.
I don't care. I won't go watch it now.
Yeah, no.
Like you're a freaking soulless monster.
Like, I will give credit where it's due. Stephen King is talented in writing. He's a creative guy, but he's a horrible person.
I think he's overrated. Unpopular opinion.
No, he's overrated, but he's still creative as all get out. He has really interesting ideas. Mm-hmm. But if you're an absolute monster, nobody's gonna want to read your stuff. Like, that's just, if you aren't a good person, if you put yourself out there, especially, and you make your opinions, your really vile, hateful, absolutely repulsive opinions public, don't be surprised if people are like, yeah, no, I'm not reading any of your stuff then. Because I don't like you as a person.
Right.
It's the same thing why people won't go and watch, like, Will Smith movies. Like, is the guy a good actor? Yeah,
he's a fantastic actor.
He used to be.
Well, yeah, okay, fair.
He used to be. But now, like, he's just, not only has he fallen off, but he's become just this absolutely repugnant human being, who is just hateful all the time. Mm-hmm. And not only that, but spineless. And so you mix those two together, and it's like, yeah, I don't really care to see you in anything. Like, maybe I'll go and watch some of your old stuff.
Right, Fresh Prince.
I, Robot.
Hitch. I love Hitch. Hitch is hilarious.
Pursuit of Happiness.
Yeah. That's a great film.
It's a great film. But, past that, I'm not gonna go watch anything new by him. Because it's just, no, I'm not gonna do it.
No. Well, and I think that time, too, is over. I think for a long time, people were like, okay, yeah, these people are awful, but, I still want to go watch the movie, so I'm going to go watch the movie.
Yeah.
I think if you're an actor, a writer, and anyone who said not even who said anything, mildly critical, but who outright lied or demonized, or your initial reaction was not, oh my god, this is terrible, what is happening in our country, but, oh, well, he said this, so
therefore,
just saying, implying that he deserved it.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you contrast Stephen King's response with Jamie Lee Curtis's, I don't know if you saw hers.
Oh yeah, I saw hers.
She was crying.
Oh yeah.
I mean, she was on the left. She doesn't agree with anything that he had to say. Absolutely nothing.
She hoped that he's good in heaven. Yep. That he's doing good.
Right.
And he's in a better place. Like, that's...
And she hoped that when he died, that he felt his...
Nothing.
Like, no, that he felt his connection to God. Like, that he... that connection that he had so strongly. She's like, I really hope that was with him in that moment. And she was crying. Like, you do not have to agree with Charlie Kirk. You don't even have to, like him. Yeah. To have a soul.
Yeah. Yeah. And, like...
calls for basic humanity.
Yeah, it's basic empathy.
Right.
And...
which the people who claim they have the most usually lack the most.
Yeah, exactly.
As we can see.
Like, yeah, like, if you're like, oh, I don't feel sorry for him. Yeah, no, like, you're repugnant, in my opinion.
Right.
Because no one deserves to go out like that.
No.
Nobody. Unless you're, like, an actual criminal, like, rapist. Like, then,
But in that case, you have been convicted by a jury of your peers. You've been sentenced. Like, you've gone through a process. It's not one asshole taking it upon themselves to assassinate you in front of your children.
Yeah, exactly. And so, like,
That's fucked up.
Yeah. And so, it's gonna turn media into a battleground of itself, of not really, like, creative ideas from the side that, wants to make a difference are going to come out. But the main thing that's going to be the bullets fired are people's wallets.
Maybe better choice of words on that one.
Yeah. But, like, the choice of...
metaphorical weapons.
Yeah. The choice of weapon is going to be people's wallets.
Yeah.
That's going to decide everything in terms of media.
Yep.
And
by the way, that will trickle up to, like, the upper echelons, as we just saw with Jimmy Kimmel.
And as we're seeing right now with Sucker Punch Studios, which is a pretty big, they're Ubisoft. They're pretty big. They're a pretty big video game company. Simply because their main voice actress for Ghost of Yotei, Erika Ishii, has stated multiple times that she is Antifa. That game is going to flop. Mm-hmm. Everyone sees it coming. Everyone knows it's coming. And it sucks because that game is a sequel to a really good game, and it doesn't matter how great the gameplay is. It doesn't matter how great the story is or anything like that. If Sucker Punch does not condemn, right, that voice actress for what she has said, then people are fully within their right to be like, yeah, no, I'm not supporting you as a company then. Mm-hmm. And that's just how it is. And also, I think there was also a developer of Sucker Punch out there celebrating the death. So, like, yeah, if you don't fire those people, if you don't condemn those people as a company, you're gonna go under now. Like, it's just, that's how it's gonna be. Like, I see the money flow stopping. Mm-hmm. I see that gravy train halting hardcore. Same goes for Naughty Dog. Same goes for any comic book writer out there talking about this. If Marvel doesn't, get their shit together, or if DC doesn't get their shit together and, condemn or fire these people, condemn and fire, actually, I should say, because they should be fired as well. Be fired. Because that's not only is it a reprehensible thing to do, it's harming your company.
Yes.
So from, like, a company standpoint, from a purely capitalist standpoint, yeah, you don't want those people working under you. Mm-mm. So yeah, I feel like just all of that is done. It's over, and yeah, we're gonna start seeing a lot more people moving to more foreign markets, especially until the battle can be won here. Mm-hmm. We're gonna see more people moving to anime, South Korean made stuff. Nobody's moving to Britain because
they're worse than we are.
Yeah, like, the only thing British shows have going for them is that they make really good cop shows, but that's about it. And, like, detective shows, but that's about it.
Or Clarkson's Farm.
Or Clarkson's Farm. Yeah.
Like Jeremy Clarkson, go watch his.
Yeah, go watch his
Clarkson's
stuff.
Farm is awesome.
Also, Jeremy Clarkson's just a good guy all around.
He
From
is.
everything that I've
Yeah.
seen, he's just a good guy all around.
Yep.
So yeah, go start supporting those people. And yeah, you're gonna see a massive cultural shift with this.
Yeah, because I think you're gonna see a lot more too. Like, I think the goal of killing Charlie Kirk was to instill fear, and I think you've done the opposite. That's how I was. The weirdest thing for me, right, was the morning after it happened. I woke up, I cried in the shower. No joke. And I don't cry. Like, you know me. I don't cry.
Mm-hmm.
Like, some stuff gets me, but...
I think I've only seen you fully cry, like, twice in my life.
Yeah, no, I'm not a crier. Like, I don't cry, but I broke down in the shower.
Yeah.
And I still can't even explain why. Like I said, I had no personal connection to him whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't even the most prominent voice that I followed in the political sphere.
Yeah.
But I did follow him, and it still hurts. It still feels just
I mean,
bizarre.
I didn't even follow him that closely. I didn't follow him on or I followed him on X.
Mm-hmm.
But past that, I would see his tweets every now and then. I knew who he was. I never watched his debates. Just because I'm
watch them now.
Yeah, I
They're
will.
Freaking incredible. He's an
I will
incredible
now.
debater.
But when I, at the time, I just, I was like, not really my thing, right? Like, I'm very, as a person, usually I'm pretty apolitical. I just kind of keep my head above the sand and, like, just walk along, right?
Pay attention, but yeah, don't get involved.
Yeah, pay attention, but don't get involved. That's kind of always been my motto. But, like, when stuff like this happens, I do really pay attention and I start getting involved. I did the same thing during the Trump assassination attempt.
Mm-hmm.
Because, again, that was a morally reprehensible thing that guy tried to do.
Thank God it was tried.
Yeah, and unfortunately succeeded when it came to Colin...
oh no, it was oh gosh. No, you just said Colin. Now, like, all I can think of is freaking Colin Kaepernick.
No, it's not him.
Player. No, it's Compartori. Corey Compartori.
Corey Compartori, thank you. And like I was on X and I was defending, a lot of things like Trump and that guy's death and just condemning pretty much anyone I could see. But I'm
Who was
still
celebrating it.
Yeah, but I am very much not left. I'm slightly more left than Jordan is, but like not even barely. Like well, it's a smidge. Like
because I would say I'm more conservative. You're probably actually more in Charlie Kirk's area.
I'm more libertarian-esque.
I don't think libertarians know what libertarianism is, though. That's my problem with libertarianism. No.
That's fair.
No one can tell me what it is.
I'm more towards like my political viewpoints have always been kind of more towards the Eric July stuff, which is the anarcho-capitalism, which is anarcho-capitalism, libertarianism. Mm-hmm. That's where my line has always been. Just because I read a lot of that stuff, and I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, that would work. Mm-hmm. So that's always where I've been on the political spectrum. But I was probably more in line with Charlie Kirk than Jordan was.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was pretty close on most of his stuff. I'm more technically, if you want to get down to, we're talking politics now. I know it's like a political podcast, but I think being open about our politics is a good thing. I don't think it's something to keep in the closet anymore. No. And I mean, so remind me that what I was going to say is technically what I am, because I'm going to go off on like a little, what does Trump call this? The weave, where he goes off. He's good at it. I suck at it because I forget my main thread. But what I was going to say, though, earlier is like that morning when I woke up the morning after, I was heartbroken and angry. Yeah. Extremely, extremely pissed. Yeah. But I wasn't afraid. Yeah. And to put that into perspective, I have spent my entire adult life, since I could vote, since before I could vote, listening to, I tried to take in both sides, but I'm not gonna lie, my main voices were Rush Limbaugh and Glenn Beck.
Mm-hmm.
Rush Limbaugh was cool. Glenn Beck scared the shit out of me on a regular basis.
Yeah.
I really like him, but he tends to get into, like, the doomiest of...
The black pillest the blackest of pills.
Yes, he takes the blackest of pills, and he deals in them,
he's a total doomer.
Yeah, he's a black pill dealer. In a lot of ways. In some ways he's not, but in a lot of ways he is. And so, I have always kind of lived with this, this internal, buried dread that no matter what we did, we were kind of screwed.
Mm-hmm.
And we were, like, that dark part that we've all seen now from, like, the people celebrating his assassination was just going to keep growing. And I was like, I don't know how we win.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see a way that we win.
Mm-hmm.
And bizarrely, I woke up that morning and, I was not afraid anymore.
No,
I'm not afraid to talk about my politics now. I'm not afraid to... I have a Turning Point t-shirt coming in the mail, because I was like, screw all you people.
Yeah.
I'm going to wear that. It's like, I'm not afraid now, and I think that a lot of people are going to find that fear, oddly, is gone for them. And I don't know why. I can't explain that.
Yeah.
It's weird, but I really hope that it does empower people and drive people to just start in the creative sphere, to start creating like crazy. And you don't have to do what the left did. You don't have to make it thinly veiled political ideology. Just make good stories that will bring people together.
Yeah.
That sane Democrats and people on the right and people of all political affiliations who are sane and human still, with their souls intact, will enjoy. Because I think that's the best thing that the creative sphere could do right now. In politics, you need to cream them. Like, you need to hammer them.
For sure.
In creativity, in art, in entertainment, I think it's time to take it back from the people who have been using it to divide and to destroy, and take it back to heal.
Yeah.
And to bring, and to repair, and to bring things back together.
And also to just bring back escapism. I think that's one of the biggest things that we need right now, is people making more escapism things. Mm-hmm. Because as the world gets crazier and crazier, the more and more people need that. And I feel like that's just, when you sit down to watch a movie, or read a book, or watch a TV show, or play a video game, you don't want to be reminded consistently and constantly of what's outside. And that's all these people have been doing.
Yeah,
for years.
For over a decade.
Yeah, for over a decade. They've just been sitting there and they've been writing. They've been like, well, this is actually going on outside. You should be aware of it. Be aware right now. Be aware that this is happening. This injustice is happening right now.
Not only be aware, but you be on my side.
Be on our side, yeah. These are the good guys. Watch them kill the bad guys, right? That shit needs to end, and we need to start going back to where you can have messages, themes, and concepts, and all of that in your stories. But that cannot be propaganda anymore.
No. And I think the great thing about escapism, too, this might be one of the coolest discussions we've had so far, even though it's sort of surrounding, like, this horrible tragedy.
Yeah.
But the great thing about escapism is that it is a way of, yes, kind of letting you step away, but also helping you process, like, the darkness that is out there. The Lord of the Rings is one of my favorite stories ever because of that. And especially, like, I could kiss the people. I could kiss Peter Jackson and, Fran Walsh and Philippa Boyens. Kiss those three for making those films the way they did, because they are beautifully done. Mm-hmm. And
those came on the tail end of 9/11.
They did. They came out 2001, 2002, 2003. Yep. And I just think that having stories like that where yes, it's escapism, but it's also a way for you to process horrible things in a way that's healthy and that's safe and that's, you know, conducive, and it's so much better than getting on X and screaming at everybody. It's like, you know, go watch Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, and listen to Sam at the very end in that speech that is iconic now. And, you know, he's just reminding Frodo of basically everything that's good. Or like, well, he's going through the stories of all the heroes, and it's like, you're like, you know, they get to this point where you're like, how can they even keep going? Because, you know, how can there be a happy end? And, you know, he's like, they were holding on to something. And Frodo asks him, what are we holding on to? He's like, that there's some good left in this world and that it's worth fighting for. Like, it's so applicable. And so I think that's the great thing about escapism, is it puts us all into this place where we can, like, you know, it's stuff that unites us because it's the human experience.
Yeah.
But it lets you process everything, and then you can go back into the real world and be a little bit recharged and rejuvenated and ready to deal with it, because you get reoriented around. Yeah. There is good in this world, and it's worth fighting for. You know, stuff like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, did I ramble? I think that totally makes sense. Also, you said you were gonna say I'm technically.
I'm a classical liberal.
Liberal.
Small government.
Yeah.
I'm what the left used to be,
well, also
or like
kind of claims to be.
But like policy-wise, the right aligns more with where I'm at for the most part.
Right now, it's weird. It's flipped. Like, liberal does not mean liberal anymore. It does not have the same meaning.
Well, I'm like, looking
because
back,
they've twisted and corrupted it.
Yeah, looking back through history, though, I don't know if it ever really did.
Yeah, no.
Or if that's just a myth that we have to kind of get rid of.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they were the party of, you know, we had, not we, but, like, the conservatives had Coolidge. He was fantastic. He was small government. Yeah. And the left had effing FDR. Yeah. Who was the one who...
Massive government.
Massively expanded government.
Yeah.
So I don't know if the left ever actually has been.
No, but probably not. But they kind of adopted that word, liberal, and just kind of twisted it and corrupted it into something that's not quite right. But yeah, when you talk about escapism helping you process things, I think the movie that we're going to review later on kind of helped me process some of it. Specifically a certain character's backstory in that. Which, like, I was like, damn, that kind of hit at just the right time. And yeah, we'll get into it. I mean, you already know what it is because it's probably the title of this video, but we'll get into it when we get into it. But I think I'll just close off this section by saying this: rest in peace, Charlie. You will be missed,
and you are loved.
And that has been proven over this entire week.
And the love is a lot louder.
Yeah.
And a lot stronger.
And it will continue. Like that will continue. It's never gonna die. For you. So know you're in a better place. Yeah. Speaking of liberal dipshits.
And moving on to lighter topics.
Something that we can maybe laugh at because it's just that stupid. The Emmys happened, which... Yeah, I mean, I feel like these award shows are the same shit over and over and over again. It's just a massive circle jerk until they just, you know, splooge on themselves and they can't... there was some controversy that went on with the Emmys, actually, this year. Apparently, they had a charity going on for the Boys and Girls Club. Now, I don't know exactly what the Boys and Girls Club is. I mean, I guess we can go check it out. But the apparent thing that happened was that they had a timer for how long Emmy winners could say their speech.
Okay.
If they went over time, the donation for the charity would go down.
What?
Not even joking.
What?
Pure Hunger Games ass shit.
That should be illegal. You can't do that.
Yeah. So they there's actually like a video. I don't know who won because I don't fucking care. But I don't know who won this specific award.
Mm-hmm.
But she was going over time to make some political bullshit speech. Mm-hmm. And yeah, you see like the number start to go down as she's going over time. And it like apparently this caused a huge fucking stink. I don't know if anything has been said about it by CBS about it. But yeah, it was it was a thing that happened for sure. We have a lot of different winners here, quote unquote. And Penguin actually won for Best Actress.
Colin Farrell was robbed, though.
Yeah, Colin Farrell was robbed. Instead, they gave it to the fucking kid that was in that propaganda show, Adolescence. Which, if you know anything about that show, you know that it's propaganda. Do you know anything about that show?
I do not, actually.
So that show was based off of the murder of a girl in Britain. However, in the show, in real life, she was murdered by 2 black immigrants. In the show, she's murdered by 2 white English boys.
Oh, good lord.
And so the whole thing was a critique,
yeah, quote unquote,
of right-wing commentary channels influencing young boys. That was basically
okay.
Yeah.
Shitheads.
Yeah.
Oh god, how timely is that?
Yeah.
Jeez.
So, take that.
Sorry, I combusted without even knowing that.
So
take that. Know what that was.
Take that as you will.
Oh my god.
But yeah, Kristen Milioti.
Fucking delusion.
Yeah. Won for Best Actress in a limited winner or anthology series or movie. And I think that's the only thing that won for Penguin was the Best Actress.
That's a crime.
I mean, Kristen Milioti definitely does deserve that because she did amazing in Penguin. But yeah, Colin Farrell should have gotten it.
He should have won.
I also think that where is it? I also think that Deirdre O'Connell should have gotten Best Supporting Actress. She played as Penguin's mother. She should have gotten it.
She should have.
But instead, again, Adolescence won. You go down this list, you see Adolescence, winner, Adolescence, winner, Adolescence, winner. And this is why I say consistently and vehemently that these shows are a circle jerk.
Mm-hmm.
It is all about the message. It's not about the talent. It's not about the art. It's not about the skill of the writers, the cinematographer, the director. No. It's not about any of that. It is about propaganda.
Yep.
And spreading that propaganda. And this ties into the Charlie Kirk thing. This shit is going to stop. I can see already, because I mean, as far as I know, nobody fucking watched the Emmys. No, nobody fucking watched it.
Who watches the Emmys?
Who watches the Emmys and who watches the goddamn Oscars anymore? If you are out there and you unironically watch either one of those, please, I beg of you, and I almost never say this because I'm a shut-in myself, but I beg of you, go touch some grass. You need to go touch some grass because, like, there's shit going on in this world that you clearly do not know about.
like, why would you want to tune in to watch a bunch of rich assholes lecture you on stuff?
Yeah, I don't understand
That's all they
that.
do with their speeches.
Also, the fact that fucking John Oliver won Best Scripted Variety Series is laughable. And the fact that there's only 2 nominees there. John Oliver and Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
So shit or shit.
And then Stephen Colbert with his pity award.
Oh yeah, with his Biddy Award for Best Talk Series. And they didn't give it to Jimmy Kimmel and Daily Show. We forgot to mention, Jimmy Kimmel got kicked off ABC, which is hilarious, as he deserves to be.
It's the funniest thing Jimmy Kimmel has
ever done. Yeah, it was honestly a masterclass in comedy. It was perfect timing, because like he made that one comment and he fucking laughed. He got kicked off so fast, and it was absolutely hilarious. So, I feel like Charlie Chaplin would weep. But it's just best limited or anthology series, Adolescence again. It's just the same shit. It's actually The Pit, The Studio, and Adolescence over and over and over again, with Penguin winning one.
Yep, it's about who's the best little cog.
Yep, who's the best little cog?
In their little
because
they couldn't pick a massive political machine.
They couldn't pick Penguin, the one that criticizes corrupt government officials. Mm-hmm. We couldn't pick that one, right? No, government good. Unless the government's not on our side, then government bad. Right. We can't pick that one, so we have to pick Adolescence. Of course, about the young men getting brainwashed by right-wing ideology.
Which, again, fuck you.
Yeah.
The timing of that is ironic.
Ironic as all get out.
Best. Considering what just happened.
Yeah.
And who got brainwashed by who.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
So, the enemies are just stupid. They're dumb.
They're absolutely idiotic.
But, I thought I'd bring it up because it is timely. And I thought, Jordan would get kind of a kick out of the one good thing is best writing for a drama series, Andor did win that, as deserved.
Yeah. Well, as far as we know, if it was of the same caliber as season 1.
I have not watched season 2. I've heard that it's really good. I've heard that
we
it's
need to watch it,
fantastic.
Then. Yeah.
So we do need to watch it, but I think I think that these are just complete circle jerks. That whole bunch of old crusty men.
Okay. The funniest shit too is that the best directors for limited or anthology series, every single one of them was a woman, except for the asshole that directed Adolescence. And he won.
Yeah.
So,
Helen Schaefer from Penguin. Yeah, all of them were. Holy shit.
There were 6 in total.
Hold on, wait. I gotta check something.
All of them were women, except for the guy who directed.
Philip Barantini.
Who did Adolescence. And apparently that was such a good job that...
white guy? Let's see. Hold on. Wait. Who's he married to? Is he married to a woman? Oh, he's not married at all. Interesting.
That's why he's miserable.
Yeah, that's why he's miserable. That's why he can't do anything. But white man. Interesting.
Because he was a good enough little cog.
And he was a good enough little puppet.
It overcame his
He was a good little puppy.
Yep.
And he did what he was told.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
Yep.
But talking about the Penguin, I'm just gonna.
You are segueing very well.
Yeah, transitioning into.
Maybe you should run the segues from now on.
Speaking of the Penguin, we do have some news, and this is actually pretty apolitical. Thank God. About the Batman 2, which I'm very excited for. I loved the first movie. I thought that it's the best Batman's been since Dark Knight. Mm-hmm. And I'm very excited for this one. So here's kind of everything we know about the Batman 2. So filming starts around April 2026, which means we will most likely not see it released until 2027, which blows, but
That
whatever.
does suck.
The next thing is Bruce Wayne is finding it very hard to be Batman. This is, pretty common, I feel like, storyline of Bruce Wayne kind of struggling with his identity as Batman. But I'm very interested to see more Robert Pattinson being Bruce Wayne. Mm-hmm. We didn't get a lot of that in the first movie, so I'm excited for this to be kind of more of a Bruce Wayne movie, where he can kind of really focus on him and his psychology and, why he does what he does. Mm-hmm. It takes Batman in a direction that's never been done this before in this way. Now, this part makes me a little nervous, because usually when someone says that, it's like, uh-oh. Yeah, we're going to ruin it. Right. We're going to ruin it. We're going to ruin it so hard. And I'm like, oh, God, please no.
We're going to do something stupid.
Yeah, we're going to jump the shark twice. Yeah. Like, no, please don't. As long as you don't bring back Catwoman, I'm fine. Please don't.
Apparently not.
It doesn't sound like it, yeah. Apparently it's another murder mystery, digging deeper into the corruption, which will be cool. Mm-hmm. I'm always down for that. Penguin appears in 5 to 6 scenes.
Nice.
So we're going to get more Colin Farrell.
Yes.
Probably more Penguin-esque Colin Farrell, where he's richer, he's more powerful, he's got the iceberg lounge, he's living the high life. Mm-hmm. I really hope we get the monocle this time, and the top hat.
Yeah, me too.
And the suit. Like, I really hope we get the whole shebang with him. Michael Giacchiano? Giacchiano?
I don't know. It's Italian.
Yeah. Promised to return to score the sequel. This is a fantastic move because he scored the first movie, and he did amazing with it. Sophia Falcone will not appear, so we won't get Kristen Milioti. Probably for the best. I think she'd take up too much screen time away from Batman, and it would be too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of excited to see what they do with her later on down the line, because I'm sure they have plans for her. Mm-hmm. And then Matt Reeves and Robert Pattinson believe it'll top the first film.
Nice.
So I'm pretty excited for that. There's also one more thing that's in this list that was not mentioned, and it was saying that the villain of this movie is going to be one that has not been done in film before. Oh. So my hopes, and I know that this is not going to happen, but I would love it to happen, is that if it's my top one that I would love is Man-Bat, because Man-Bat would be such an interesting character. It would actually reach into the corruption angle, because it's a guy trying to learn how to cure deafness, and he's trying to basically cure it by splicing human DNA with bat DNA, because then you have enhanced hearing. Mm-hmm. It should cure your deafness, but he lacks the funding, so he has to kind of go outside of the system to get the funding that he needs, and then he tries it on himself, and he ends up turning into a giant Batman creature. And he's one of my favorite villains. It would be so fucking cool if they did a full-on horror Batman movie.
That would be cool.
With Man-Bat as this cryptid slasher villain almost, that's just killing multiple people on his way through, and Batman has to figure out how to stop him. Would be so fucking cool. And also the whole thing with Batman fighting Man-Bat is that he's trying to cure him. He's trying to revert him back to his human form. So it would be really cool to see that. Mm-hmm. Because while he's in Man-Bat form, he doesn't know what he's doing. He's feral. He's just he doesn't realize that he's killing people. So he's kind of innocent, and it would just bring up a lot of good moral implications, and I don't know, it would be cool. I know that's probably not going to happen, because Man-Bat is such a niche villain, nobody's probably ever going to do it. The other two that I would love to see, which again probably aren't going to happen, is Firefly and Killer Moth. They're two of my favorite Batman villains. I think those are my top 3, actually, Batman villains, and they've never been put to screen. But I don't expect them to do Killer Moth or Firefly at all, because they are such niche villains. So instead, people are thinking it's going to be Hush, which I'm down for. A lot of people don't like Hush, but I like Hush. Or the Court of Owls is the other one, which that would fit perfectly into the corruption in the city, because the Court of Owls is basically like this eyes wide shut conglomeration of rich people, rich elites that control Gotham from the shadows or whatever. So I mean, like, that would be cool. Hush would be really cool if you're trying to do more of a Batman story or Bruce Wayne story, because Hush can change his appearance and face, and he basically poses himself as Bruce Wayne and does a whole bunch of crimes in Bruce Wayne's name, and Batman has to go and clear Bruce Wayne's name. Like, nice. He gets framed, so he has to go and clear it, and so he has to fight Hush. I'm cool with any of it, but what do you think?
I mean, I don't know the Batman lore as well, but I did really enjoy the first one with Robert Pattinson. I thought he did a really great job. And I thought it was appropriately dark. The Dark Knight is still my favorite. It probably always will be, because I just don't think you top Heath Ledger's Joker ever. I don't think anyone tops that.
Yeah. In terms of, like, just movie villains.
Just, in terms of everything. Just acting, his screen presence, just everything. Line delivery. It's just,
I need to watch that movie again.
Oh, God, me too. It's fantastic. But
it's been a long time since I've watched it.
Yeah. But this one with Robert Pattinson is probably my very close second favorite. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I think it's cool that they are going to do a villain that hasn't been done on screen. I think, you know, you obviously have your I don't know, your safe options, which would be the Joker or...
Yeah, but that one's already been done on screen.
Right, exactly. Well, that's what I'm saying, though, is you have the safe options that have been done before and that have been successful before, and so it's nice that they're going outside of that and pulling in other things from the DC Comics, which, again, not again, but the DC Comics offer so much more than what the films usually capture, so... Yeah. I'm glad they're taking advantage of that. Me too.
I really hope, because I know a lot... Some people are so stupid. People are like, oh, they're talking about a villain that's never been done on screen before. It's gonna be Scarecrow. Motherfucker, did you not watch the Nolan movies? Right? He's in 2 of them. He's in the beginning of Dark Knight, and he's in freaking almost all of Batman Begins. Yeah. Like, he's in those movies.
He's the main villain in Batman Begins. Or
Ra's al Ghul.
That's right. Yeah. But he's the Gotham-based one.
Yeah,
he's
the main Ra's al Ghul is
That's right.
Is the main villain of that one.
Yeah.
But like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm like, when people are saying it's Scarecrow, like, did we just forget that Cillian Murphy was in those movies?
Right.
As Scarecrow?
Right. He all just had amnesia.
As Thomas Crane? Yeah, like...
Collective amnesia?
Yeah, apparently. But yeah, no, I thought that was really funny. But yeah, it seems to be the 2 leading ones are gonna be either Hush or Court of the Owls. Mm-hmm. Which I'm cool with either one. But again, I one day I'll get my Man Bet villain movie. One of these days I'll get it.
I think your idea though for a full-on horror Batman movie would be awesome.
Yeah, like if you just completely flipped the script and just like had it where he's investigating a string of murders where the victims have been like ensanguinated, and then you could have the whole climax where maybe it's Batman and like some civilians, maybe Jim Gordon is there, and like they're stuck in like a building, and like they can't get out because Man-Bat's just freaking circling this building waiting for someone to come out, and you just get the civilians getting picked off one by one as Batman races against the clock to find a cure and to develop a cure. Mm-hmm. It would be so freaking good. I'm just saying. Cool. Like, that would be amazing. It would be an amazing movie. It would be fun. So, I'm just saying, if anyone, wants to call me up to be a assistant writer,
Right, script
writer, I'd write it for you.
You'd have to be the lead writer.
Yeah, lead writer, yeah.
Then you get all the control.
What is the consultant? I can be a consultant. give me a consultant.
Yeah, the script consultant.
Yeah, give me a script consultant.
This is trash, you man bat.
Yeah, do man bat. Throw Killer Moth in there.
Yeah.
I want to see him flittering around.
Funsies.
But yeah, like, I don't know. Those are my 3 favorite Batman villains. They've always been. But someday. But yeah, I think that's it for the Hollywood section. So we did watch our new One Piece episodes. We had 2 because we skipped a week.
Yep.
And man, is this arc just getting wilder and wilder. We now have the 5 elders coming onto the island all together. Yep. One big family. So we're going to get to see what they look like, which I'm very excited for.
Yeah, they're like eldritch creature forms, whatever they're actually called. They're
like yokai forms. They're kind of like Japanese yokai. I think that all of them are based off of them, off of yokai. Yeah, I'm very excited to see all of that. I have no idea how they get out of this.
I don't either.
Unless the 5 elders, like, it'd be funny, and it'd be kind of unexpected. The 5 elder stars are like, all right, Saturn, you've gone too far. And they just all turn on him and kill him. And then they're like, all right, we're going home because this shit is going way out of hand.
That would be funny. I don't think that's going to happen.
No. But it would be kind of funny. Again, we don't read the manga. I know the manga is already all the way over in Elbaf at this point, but we don't read the manga.
No, I started with the show. I want to stick with the show.
I want to stick with the show. I do want to read the manga eventually.
I do too.
Maybe like catch up, to the show where the show is with the manga or something.
Right.
But no, I thought these 2 episodes were really good. Vegapunk did die, which was sad. We also get to see that effect on Kizadu, where that's
one of my favorite parts of this so far, of these last several episodes, is Kizadu's arc has been
the way he just lays down on the ship and just
he's freaking done after Luffy
up.
flattens him and tosses him like a floppy like, what is it called? It's not a
frisbee.
It's not a frisbee, but it's the floppy ones, because they're like, it's something.
Oh
disc.
Yeah,
it's like a flying disc or whatever.
Yeah,
whatever
air disc or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Whatever those things are called. He tosses them like that. He just lands on the ship and he's like, I'm freaking done. Well, boy was on autopilot and he killed Vegapunk. And he's hurting from that.
Now Vegapunk is revealing the truth of the world to the entire world.
Yes, but they're pulling some Naruto bullshit and making us wait for 10 minutes, meaning they have to keep the 5 Elder Stars out of that building for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's anime 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's going to be like 3 fucking episodes.
Yeah, it's going to be a while.
It's
going to be a while.
Yeah.
And yeah, like, I love just the developments that this arc has made. I also love that we get to see Luffy. He almost becomes a different person when he's in 5th gear, because he full on like squirts fucking Kizadu like a Golger. Like he
squeezes him.
Yeah, he like squeezes him and like blood actually comes out of Kizadu's like mouth and nose, and I was like, holy shit. I'm like, I've never seen Luffy actually hurt someone like that. Mm-hmm. Like, he's always punched someone, kicked someone, knocked him through a wall, knocked him through, but I've never seen him, like, grab someone and just freaking squeeze them. Yeah, no. like freaking, like one of those dolls that, like, have their eyes pop out. Mm-hmm. I've never seen him do that before.
No,
so, like, when he did that, that surprised me. And the fact that he also has Saturn's face in his hand, he's crushing his skull too, and then he flips them both like tortillas and throws them out into the sea. Like, yeah, like that was such a good moment for Luffy, to really show off 5th gear and you know, how much different it does make him from, you know, himself. He almost becomes Nika in that moment instead of Luffy.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting to watch that. Other than that, there's not much to be said except for we don't know if Alger or Katarina took Caribou with them.
Nope.
We know that he apparently knows where the weapons are. Well, he knows where Pluton and he knows where Neptune is.
Yep.
Because he was there for both of those. But he doesn't know where Uranus is, so nobody really knows where Uranus is. My guess is Uranus is the freaking Death Star that Eam used to destroy Lulu Lala Land, or whatever the name was.
Ulalu. I don't remember.
Ulalu, yeah.
I don't remember what it was. Yeah.
Ulalu Island. Yeah, something like that. But, like...
Which is hilarious, because that means What's-His-Face might be up on it. And they just don't know.
Inaru? Inaru's on Uranus.
If Inaru comes back as, like, some unexpected
ally, it would be so good.
Because he's up on Uranus already, just dicking around.
He is almost the only character, besides the East Blue characters, he's the only character that hasn't come back. He's the only character that's never made a comeback.
Yep.
Only major villain that's never made a comeback in the entirety of One Piece.
Yeah, he jetted off to the moon, and we haven't seen him
jetted off to the All-Verth, and that's it. But, like, I feel like there's a possibility that he'll come back. I really hope Oda brings him back, because it'll be super interesting to see how he's grown in 2 years.
Yeah.
Like, what is that guy's mind like now that he's been living on the moon with aliens? Which is canon, by the way. It's on the covers. Yep. He's with aliens on the moon. Like, what
for 2 years.
For 2 years. Like, what...
Right. Like,
what has his mind gone?
Has it mellowed him out? Is he insane? Even crazier than he was? Like, yeah, I really want to know.
I really want to know, too. Because he's, like I said, he's the one character that's never been really expanded upon. And, here's him with the aliens. Yeah, right.
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah. So, like...
And I enjoyed Enaru, or, like, if you're an English speaking, if you're a dub watcher, they call him Enel, is that
Enel,
right?
yeah.
But in the Japanese, the pronunciation definitely comes out Enaru, so that's how we say it. Freaking Enaru was one of my favorites, because he was just supremely bored most of the time.
Yeah.
And he also gets his ass kicked out of his pants by Luffy, which is one of my favorite parts. So funny.
Yeah, there he is with the little...
And when he realizes that his powers don't work on Luffy, too, he's like, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I don't know. I enjoyed him. I thought he was a fun villain.
He is a very fun villain.
So I do hope he comes back.
Me too. He's just... Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's the scene. I'll go back down. Right there.
Yeah, where he gets...
And it, like, you see it from the other side.
Yeah.
And his butt comes... I mean... The crack isn't drawn, but how low those pants go, that's his butt coming out of his pants. Yeah. Luffy kicks him.
But yeah, no, I love Inaru too, so I really hope he comes back
at
some point. He's super fun. But yeah, no, I thought that these 2 episodes were really good. I'm excited to see what happens next on it. It's gonna be super, super fascinating to watch. No matter how dark the world gets, One Piece is always there to kind of lighten it back up.
Yep.
For me, at least.
Yep. Same
it's
here.
why I will never, ever listen to anybody who tries to smear it. It's like, dude, shut the hell up. Like, There's this guy on YouTube, or not on YouTube, but he's on TikTok. And he does, I know they're all made in jest, but it's like outright lying. Because I'm sure he's a fan of the show, but like I would appreciate it if you didn't lie about the show. Which is like he'd be like doing like a everyday task, but he's like an everyday task, but with One Piece pacing, and it takes him like forever. I'm like, that's so disingenuous to like the pacing of One Piece. It's not even funny, because what it would show is like him picking up like a bowling ball, but it will show like 5 different shots of him picking up a bowling ball.
Oh, yeah.
Again and again and again.
No,
I'm like, tell me one scene in One Piece where that happens.
Yeah, it's not Naruto.
No, that's Naruto you're thinking about.
That's Naruto pacing.
You're not thinking about One Piece. Tell me one time where someone picks up something and they have 6 different shots of them picking up the same thing.
Or where you just see the same things.
Same things,
times.
but different angles.
Yeah. Naruto does that.
Yeah, Naruto does that a lot.
Yeah.
One Piece, I cannot tell you I've watched it 4 times, man.
Yep.
I cannot tell you a single time that's happened.
No.
So
neither,
like,
actually.
yeah, you're straight out lying about that.
And I would know too, because that kind of crap drives me crazy. It's one of the things that
Yep.
when we've realized that there were filler lists online for Naruto, we jumped on that so fast.
Oh,
and
yeah.
skipped those filler
Yeah.
freaking episodes. Because I was like, yes, we can just watch the actual plot.
The odd thing, though, about skipping one Naruto filler is that it kind of makes the show feel empty a little bit. And it's like, it's weird. It's so weird. Like, it's like, it makes the show feel like it goes by so quick.
It does.
And it's like, But meanwhile, with One Piece, I will fucking say this until the day I goddamn die. One Piece is exactly the length and pacing that it needs to be.
Yes.
I don't know how many times I have to tell you fucking idiots who out here who think that the pacing is bad. Shut the fuck up, sit down, have some goddamn patience for once in your goddamn lives. Don't expect a laser to shoot out every 10 seconds, and maybe, just maybe, take a fucking breath, and maybe you'll actually enjoy it. Holy shit. This isn't fucking Jujutsu Kaisen where there's fucking shooting things and we're flying through space now. No, that's not what this is. Fucking stop. I cannot stand people who fucking make that complaint towards One Piece. It pisses me off, dude. Fucking.
Like, I don't get it either, because it's just like things happen. Things happen all the time, and it's different things. It's not like they stand in one spot and like don't move and don't say.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like they go still action
like,
for a while.
I know a lot of people are like complain about
weird.
Dressrosa and the pacing of it
love
because
Dressrosa.
because
Leave Dressrosa alone.
they're running towards Pika for like 3 episodes. No, they're running towards Pika for like 1 episode. And guess what? The reason why they're running that long is because he's a long fucking way away. And they have to make their way through tons of other shit to even get to him.
Yeah.
If you were watching the goddamn show, you'd know that. Like, why do you want One Piece to be like 40 episodes long? I don't understand that. Like, it makes no sense. Do you want to just completely cut out any context scenes so that we're all lost? Like, it makes no goddamn sense. It will never make sense. And I'll also say this. I will never understand the animation complaints when it comes to Dressrosa either. People are like, oh man, the animation got so bad during this time in One Piece. Where?
Right,
Where do you see that? Because I don't. I don't see that anywhere. I see the animation being pretty consistent. You want to know where it got bad? When people started doing shit too much with it.
Yes.
Particularly the fight between Garp and Pizarro.
Oh my god, I couldn't see a freaking thing.
or not Kazan. Sorry.
Okay, yeah.
Kuzan, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, not Pizarro. Pizarro was there, but he got his ass kicked, but Garp and Kuzan. That was where shit was like, what the fuck am I looking at? And then people come online, they come on X and be like, oh man, did you see the animation? It was so much better than Dressrosa. Shut up! You don't even tell me what you saw. Tell me exactly the choreography of that fight scene.
Yeah.
Tell me where everyone was during that fight scene. Tell me the freaking dimensions and what people were actually doing. What power was that? I don't know. What did Kuzan do what did Kuzan do to retaliate to that punch? I have no clue. You want to know why? Because I couldn't see shit because the stupid black lightning and lasers that for some reason the animators thought was a great idea to represent hockey, which I will never understand. It worked once in Wano because it was a stylistic choice. After that, stop using it. Oh my god, I cannot stand this certain fucking fan base of the One Piece fandom pisses me the fuck off. I cannot stand them. Like, they are the one spot of the One Piece fandom where I'm like, do not talk to me. I don't want to hear anything that you have to say. If you are an aura farmer shitbag out here loving this shit, fuck off. I don't care.
I have a request for this episode's title.
What?
Dallan goes on unhinged rant on One Piece haters.
I don't even know what brought this up, but it pisses me off so much. It pisses me off so much. Oh my god. I think it started with pacing, but like it's these One Piece fans who just sit there and fucking complain over and over and over again instead of just enjoying the show. Right. Why can't you just sit down and fucking enjoy the show? Why can't you do that?
Yeah.
It's just impossible. You can't do it? Like, dude.
I think everyone thinks they have to be a critic now, honestly.
Yeah, I think it's that everyone needs to freaking nitpick everything, and it's like, dude, you don't need to. Just shut the fuck up.
Everyone needs to try to sound like their favorite YouTuber because they're, these guys are so cool. They got all the good takes and shit, and it's like, and that's just going off on a tangent. Another one of my problems with that particular segment of YouTube is that it has made everyone hypercritical. It's like, you all need to calm the hell down. Like, I am not a huge fan of the animation change with Gear 5, especially when it first came out. I was like, I can't see I don't know what the frick is going on. Everything's just bouncing everywhere, and there's no substance to any of this. I'm not a fan of the Looney Tunes noise effects. Like, it's just not my favorite, but I still love the show. Like, is that ruining anything for me? Not really. Because the fight scenes, now that the animation has calmed down, and I can see what's going on again, are really good.
I feel like someone in Toei raised their hand and be like, yeah, I can't tell what the fuck is going on.
Someone must have been with me in that studio, and they're like, guys, we have to tone this down a bit, because what the frick was that even?
Yeah. Like, just go watch that Garp fight.
Yeah. And
it's the worst example of it.
Every now and then there is something with the animation now that I have noticed where it's like the characters move in a way that they almost seem like they kind of come apart. And it happened with Sanji in this last episode where he was running and he was carrying Vegapunk. Did you see that? Where he's like running and then all of a sudden he just kind of a little bit.
No, I didn't see that.
I don't know. I feel like it's a stylistic choice, but it throws me because it's like all of a sudden he's not.
Because I think they're trying to go more Ghibli with it. With the smooth rotoscoping animation.
Not Ghibli. Like, don't.
I mean, like, because it works in Ghibli.
Yeah, it works in Ghibli, but you're not Ghibli.
Also, Ghibli doesn't try to do super high octane fight scenes.
No, exactly.
They keep it really calm because that's kind of the tone that they're going for with the animation.
Right.
But yeah, like, don't worry, I have another rant towards hood weebs in a bit when we go into the fucking review of what we're reviewing.
Okay.
Because I heard some complaints.
Course.
And I'm gonna have some opinions on those complaints, but we'll get into it. So let's get into it.
Yeah, let's go ahead. Yeah, because I agree with you. The last 2 episodes of One Piece were very action oriented, and so I was like, they're fighting.
Yeah, they're fighting.
What else is there to say?
But it was cool.
It is cool.
I like it.
Good.
It's interesting. I like that we got to see. Also, I like that we got to see Rebecca again, and nice. Vivi, and Kyrios and Leo. Like, and Wapple and Morgans, and I like that Morgans called Vivi a fool. What a dick.
Right, he is.
Morgans is one of my favorite characters, though. I fucking love Morgans.
I do love Morgans.
But like, yeah, it was just really fun. Like, no, you fool.
He's the American character. I feel like we're obligated to love Morgans.
Yeah. He's by far one of my favorite characters. Big news. I really like him.
No, I do love him. He's one of my favorite side characters, too.
But we'll talk about now, Demon Slayer Infinity Castle, or Kitetsu no Yaiba Infinity Castle. Which I always feel like we got gypped with the title a little bit.
Yeah.
Because the Kitetsu no Yaiba means boy with the black sword.
Oh, that's way cooler.
Yeah. instead of Demon Slayer.
Yeah, would you... Well, okay, I tell international studios to quit treating Americans like we're 11-year-old boys, but at the same time, most of the fan base behaves like 11-year-old boys.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I can't really blame them, I guess, but
Yeah.
it is kind of a bummer that, yeah, we didn't get the actual
Well, it's not
title.
as bad as Jujutsu Kaisen's, though.
Oh, yeah?
You want to know what Jujutsu Kaisen's English
American
name
title
was?
is? Oh, God, what?
Sorcerer School.
What the...
Sorcerer School.
That's not even close to what it's about. It's like, why? Oh my gosh. How stupid.
Sorcerer School. Like, I remember
So
reading
dumb.
that years ago. I'm like, what? Oh my god, are you kidding me?
That's hilarious.
But, yeah, no. Yeah, we went to go see it in theaters. Which, by the way, holy shit. This movie in theaters.
It was so good.
The animation blew my mind. Now that's, like, Demon Slayer, I feel like, is a good example of how you do that high-octane action right, with all the bright, interesting colors and fun visuals and stuff, and you can still tell what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I can still see, you know, okay, Tanjiro moved there, okay, now Gyu's going over there, and I can still map out the battle in my head, which is funny because they're fighting in a place that you literally cannot map out.
They be trying.
They be trying, but, like, yeah, they literally cannot map this place out. Or at least you can't. Maybe they can because they have a 3D view, but, like, if you try to do it, like, shit, even just as a viewer, like, I can't.
Right.
I don't know where anyone is. But, like, you know, that's kind of the point. But I guess, like, we'll just go through, talk about our thoughts.
Oh, just on that note, though, of the animation, one of the reasons that I have loved Demon Slayer from the beginning was just because it is one of the more artistic animes that's out there right now. It's just, it's just pretty. Mm-hmm. It's so pretty. And that, okay, so, yeah, we can just segue into the actual show, or the movie. That opening scene with the, oh god, remind me of his name.
Which one?
The really tall guy with the mason chain, whatever that is called.
Oh my god. No, it's not Genya.
No,
it starts with a G though. Gyobe.
Is it Gyobe?
Yeah, Gyobe.
This is what comes from rushing the plot
Gyome.
a little bit.
Gyome.
That's what it
Gyome.
is. We'll get into that.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
But this is what happens when you rush it a little bit, and I haven't had time to fully connect with these characters. But I still like them. But that opening scene where he's in that graveyard,
yeah,
and the snow is coming down, it's just like, it's like peak artistic, just
also
just gorgeous.
I want to real
pretty.
quick talk about this because we talked about it last week. The theater experience, perfectly civil.
Yeah,
everyone was super nice.
Yep,
nobody fucking talked.
There was a girl on the other side of Mom that we were a little worried about.
But she was reacting. She was
she shut up once the movie started. Like, yeah, she reacted, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, the chitter chatter stopped once the movie started.
And then, like, there was some, like, talking down below that I heard, like, but it was very low, super not, like, distracting. Mm-hmm. The only thing that was distracting was, for some reason, they would have theater workers come and test the door, like, every 30 minutes. Like, they just come by, walking, jingling their keys, and then press on the door, and then walk out.
I'm guessing it was a security thing.
Yeah, but I was
That's
like, what the hell? Why you keep doing that?
Yeah.
That was the only thing, though, that kind of brought me out of the movie. Mm-hmm. And it happened very seldom. Like I said, it was maybe every, like, hour.
Yeah.
Maybe every 45 minutes that it happened, so very seldom. But otherwise, yeah, everyone was super nice, super courteous, you know, kind, you know, just quiet. And one of my favorite things about Demon Slayer is how quiet it can get, where there's just silence. Like, that first scene is just pure silence.
It is. And just so pretty.
Yeah, and super pretty. With Gyome walking through the graveyard and the master asking him to, you know, keep his children safe, make sure that no more of his children die.
Children being the Demon Slayer,
Yeah.
or not his actual biological
yeah.
kids, because the daughters do. If you've seen it, again, massive spoilers. We don't do no spoiler reviews, but his daughters do die in that explosion with him.
Yeah.
His son lives.
Yes.
And then who are the two? Remind me, who are the two behind the son in the? Sorry, we'll go a little more linear.
Those are his 2 other daughters. He had 5 children.
Those are his younger sisters.
Yes.
Okay, and the other 2 were his
older sisters.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's what I thought, but I wasn't positive.
Yeah.
I couldn't fully remember.
Also, if you notice, that's the one that's mapping out the whole place is the one that Ginya grabs by the hair in the beginning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because at that point he was wearing like makeup and lipstick because he was doing the traditional thing of like welcoming them into the Wisteria Vorst.
Yeah.
But yeah, when Ginya like grabs him by the and like starts like threatening to punch him.
All angry.
Yeah, that's the same kid.
Okay.
So
do you just want to take it linear?
Yeah.
Like just start with the first major fight?
Yeah. So we'll start out with they're all falling into the Infinity Castle as we saw at the end of the season. Last season of Demon Slayer. The visuals of this part are amazing.
They are. They're incredible. The whole movie is incredibly...
Yeah.
Just incredible with the visuals.
Yeah, super pretty to look at. Super pretty to just see and experience. We should see that Mitsuri and Iguro are together. Gyome and Takedo? Not Takedo. Tokido.
The emphasis is somewhere else.
Yeah, are together. Genya's by himself looking for his older brother.
Who is also by himself.
Yeah, who is also by himself. Shinazugawa is by himself. Inazuma, or not Inazuma. Inosuke. Inosuke is by himself as well. And so is Zenitsu.
Yep.
And Tanjiro and Gyu end up meeting up.
Yep, and Shinobu's by herself.
Yep, and Shinobu's by herself. So the first big fight, there's this film is kind of separated by 3 fights, each with pretty big importance. So first fight we have is Shinobu versus Doma.
Who's number 2?
Who's upper 2, and I really like this fight. Shinobu is my favorite Hashira. And we do see her die. But I thought that the fight was pretty well done, emotionally, and like, again, this is another thing though, and we're gonna probably bring this up a lot throughout this review. We wished this show was longer.
Yep.
We wish it was not, it doesn't have to be One Piece length.
No.
But maybe
I feel like Naruto length would have been
nice.
About 300 episodes.
Or even Hunter x Hunter length, like 150. Like, somewhere along that ballpark. Just to give us time to know these characters a bit more and to develop them. And I think we that gets lost, a lot of it. Like, I feel like, and we'll get into this later, I feel like if we knew Shinobu's backstory fully
before the movie starts,
that her master was killed, her older sister was killed by a demon with rainbow eyes, right? And silver hair, and that looks like blood is dripping down his head. I feel like if we knew all those details beforehand, and then we were introduced to Doma when we were introduced to him, we'd be like, oh shit!
Yeah.
That would have been a great moment where, fans who are paying attention be like, oh shit, that's him!
Yep.
That's the one that killed Shinobu's sister. So, I want to see that guy dead, and you really start, because this is the great thing that, again, we don't mean to glaze fucking One Piece all the time, but it just kind of happens. But, this is a great thing that happens with One Piece, right? Doflamingo, as a villain, was built up throughout the entire thing.
For hundreds
of episodes.
Yeah.
And the reason why it's so impactful when you get to Dressrosa is because he's been there the entire time, and you realize that he was there for the human selling market as well. He was involved in that. And he told the guy, it's all about smiles, right? And it hints towards all of that. And with this show, with Demon Slayer, unfortunately, we just don't get that. And it's a shame because I really wish we did. It would make the fights more impactful. It would make the emotional turmoil of the characters and the character arcs that they go through better. It would make Shinobu's death mean more, I feel like.
It would.
Because, like, yeah, while we did spend a lot of time with Shinobu, we didn't really spend time with her. You know what I mean? Like,
not character time.
Yeah, not character time. Yeah.
We didn't spend character time. There's a difference.
Yes. And so, yeah, this is where Jordan and I are talking about in terms of kind of a writing tip. Slow down.
Yeah.
Take your time.
Yep.
If it means that if you're making a story and you have a lot of characters, if that means that your book series turns into fucking 15 books, let it. Yep. Because, I know it sounds crazy, but trust me, your readers will thank you for it, because the people who are really invested in your book, really invested in your story, will be even more rewarded by paying attention throughout the entire story, and you'll be rewarded as an author because people are like, oh shit, I can't believe you did that, or like, I can't believe you linked those two things together, stuff like that. That's why Oda is so celebrated.
Yeah. Because he does this all the time.
Yeah, he does it all the time, and people love it. And so, yeah, we wish that there was just a little bit more time. But I liked the Doma fight a lot. I thought it was really well done for what it was.
Yeah, I agree. And yeah, and I mean, on the note of letting things breathe, I think it's just important to remember that whatever big moment you have in mind, you have to earn it.
Yeah.
So, like, did Demon Slayer need to be the length of One Piece? No, absolutely not. Again, I think the length of Naruto without the filler.
So, like, 300 episodes.
About 300 episodes would have been appropriate. But if you don't want to go that long, go watch how Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood does it.
Paces itself.
It juggles a lot of different characters. You get a lot of big, impactful moments.
Only 51 episodes.
Yeah, but it's not a long anime. Mm-mm. But you still get resolution for so many different characters who you get attached to, because the pacing and the way that everything is balanced is really, really good. And I feel like, again, no shade to the mangaka, really, because I still love this show. Mm-hmm. But I think she started with a winning structure, which was, you get them through that intro part, you get them through the core training, and like, okay, now they're official Demon Slayer core members, now what? And they end up kind of, latching on to different Hashira. First it's Rengoku, then it's Izumi,
yeah.
And then you have Tokito and Mitsuri, is that right? Yeah. Then after that, the structure just completely falls apart. It's almost like the mangaka was just impatient, and she didn't want to take you through all of the Hashira in their own dedicated arc.
Yeah.
But I think they needed that, because that's how it was set up.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they needed it, and I think if we had gotten it, Shinobu running into that guy, like, I would have been way more on the edge of my seat. Like, it was still tense.
Yeah.
But I would have been like, come on. And when she dies, it would have been just the most gut punch, heart-wrenching thing. Like, no, you son of a... Like, you would have hated Domo. And then at the end of that fight, Kanao shows up, and it's like, oh, no. But, like, it just would have been so much more powerful and so much stronger if the Hashira... If she had stuck with the structure, if the Hashira had dedicated arcs, you can do 2 at a time. It worked with Tokito and Mitsuri. Like, there was nothing wrong with that one.
Yeah.
You could probably even juggle 3 at a time if you really wanted to.
Yeah.
But I think they all needed more time than just the rapid fire training that they got during the Hashira training.
Yeah.
And so, but still, the fight was still really good.
Mm-hmm.
Again, the visuals, the fight choreography, Shinobu's capabilities, and then just this freaking Domo guy, like, it's still gonna be, because he has killed 2 of them now, it's gonna be super satisfying when he does get his freaking...
I do love Doma as a villain.
Oh yeah,
super
no,
good.
He's one of my favorite kinds of Japanese anime villains, which is like
unassuming.
Well, like unassuming, but also just unhinged and unsettling.
Yeah.
But not in a overtly evil way. More in a what the hell is wrong with you kind of way.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite villain archetypes in anime.
Yeah. No, so same here. Same here. I really like Doma. I'm excited to see him get killed.
Yes. Yep.
But
excited for him to get his, what is the phrase? His
comeuppance.
His clock punched.
Oh yeah, his clock cleaned.
There you go.
Yeah, his clock
something
cleaned.
Punched. Was it ticket punched?
Ticket punched. Yeah.
Punched? What is it? Something like
ticket,
that.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
It's time card punched. I don't know.
Whatever the hell that's saying.
It's clocking out. I don't know. Yeah, like I'm excited to see him get his comeuppance.
Yep.
And yeah, like this is where we kind of get into the first, I guess, complaint that people have with this show, with this movie, is that they said it's again the fucking pacing bros out here who apparently think they know everything about pacing, saying that the backstory moments get in the way of the fights.
You don't watch anime, do you?
Yeah, I'm like, first of all, yeah, you clearly don't watch anime because that happens all the fucking time.
Yeah.
And it's kind of just something you get used to.
Yep.
Like, yeah, in Naruto, when I first watched Naruto, yeah, it annoyed me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But, like, guess what? I got fucking used to it. And let me tell you what. If you watched Naruto and you're complaining about Demon Slayer, oh boy, go watch Naruto.
Yeah.
And you come back to me and tell me that your balls haven't dropped. Fucking, you haven't hit anime puberty. And,
yeah.
At that point, because there is nothing that will harden you more towards that sort of thing than Naruto will. Yeah. Like, Naruto is an endurance round.
I think Naruto is the ideal first anime because it weeds out the weak.
It really is. Like, honestly, if anyone wants to get into anime, I almost want to tell them, go to Naruto, man.
Yep.
Because that will harden you for... If you can get through all of Naruto, you can get through anything.
Including the filler shit.
Yes,
you gotta watch the filler shit, too, because we watched it until we got halfway through Shippuden.
Yeah, we watched the episode where there was a freaking bomb threat on the Leaf Village that was threatening to blow up their Mount Rushmore.
Yep.
Yeah, we watched that shit. We watched the whole episode where they were trying to figure out what was underneath Kakashi's mask. And we sat through the whole thing. Mm-hmm. Like, so yeah,
until halfway through Shippuden, and then we skipped.
Yeah, we know pain, so don't worry.
We are familiar with pain.
So, like, yeah, like...
In fact, I think it was up to the pain arc that we watched the filler, and then after that, we're like, what? We can just skip? Okay, sweet, we're doing that.
So, like, yeah, like, I... just go watch Naruto if you complain about pacing. And then if you complain about pacing ever again in my presence after I know you've watched Naruto, I'm gonna kick your fucking ass. But anyway... no, I had no problem with the backstories coming in. Again, it's more of a time. It's my more complaint is that I wish we got these backstories earlier in the show.
Yes.
So that way it would, and then you can call back to them, right? You can show them again a condensed version,
right?
And then to remind us, oh yeah, we hate that guy, and so that kind of helps our stupid brain kind of work a little bit, our not paying super attention brain work.
Or just it kicks your emotions back on.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, crap.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I also heard that people who are complaining about the backstories are not ready for Kokushibu's freaking backstory. Because apparently Kokushibu's backstory is fucking long.
It has to be.
Yeah, it has to be.
You have to explain
how Hashira, as powerful as Kokushibo, fell to being a demon.
Yep.
You have to explain that.
Yes, you have to explain that. So it's going to be long. It's probably
I'm so excited for that one. I'm so excited for Kokushibo.
Me too.
But he's also got one of the fucking coolest designs ever.
He does. I freaking love his design. His design's awesome.
But yeah, so that's the Shinobu and Doma fight. Not too much to say on it, but I liked it a lot. Mm-hmm. And then we get into one of the more interesting fights, which is Zenitsu versus...
I can't remember.
They said his name a whole bunch.
Again, here's again. It should have been longer.
Yep, it should have been longer.
Could have been there.
Because we could have.
G, I swear.
Kaigaku.
That's his name.
Kaigaku.
His name would stick in my head if I'd seen him more.
if I saw him more, I would know his name by heart, right?
Right.
But and the only reason why I know Kokushibo's freaking name is because I saw his name on X and I was like, oh yeah, that's his name. Like otherwise I wouldn't have remembered.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I really like this fight. It's the one fight that kind of brought a little bit of a tear to my eye. Towards the end.
This fight was awesome, and it
was so cool.
If Zenitsu's not one of your favorite characters, and the coward character is not usually my favorite, I normally find them a little irritating. I love Zenitsu, and I've loved him from the beginning. But I really, really, really freaking love Zenitsu now.
Yes.
Go, boy.
Yeah. I really enjoyed this fight. I liked the whole concept of it. Mm-hmm. The fact that Zenitsu only learned the first breathing, while Kaigaku learned everything but the first. That's such a fascinating, dynamic there. And I love the fact that, their mentor was proud of them because he thought, okay, well, at least they have the completed forms between the two of them.
Right.
They can move on and become something great. Mm-hmm. But instead, Kaigaku got up his own ass and got and also became
up his own ass.
Well, and also became a coward, more of a coward than Zenitsu was, because he took a deal from Kokushibo to become a demon.
Yep.
Dude didn't want to die by Kokushibo's hand. So instead, he took the coward's way out and became a demon. And then he claims that it's because, he knows my worth.
Right.
But in actuality, it was more of a pity thing. From where I'm standing, it looked like Kokushibo's like, this poor idiot. I might as well fucking save him, I guess. Sure, maybe I have a little bit of humanity left in me. Right. But it's again a thing where Jordan and I talked about this at length after we got out of the movie, where it would have been way more interesting if there was a whole arc dedicated to Zenitsu going back to his mentor and then finding out that Kaigaku is missing. Mm-hmm. And this happens towards the beginning of the show. And then you get all the backstory, all the flashbacks with him. And then at the end of that arc, it's revealed that he turned into a demon. And then you lead up to that fight. And that's the thing that Zenitsu's striving for throughout the entire anime, right? Mm-hmm. For the entire 200-some episodes of this hypothetical demon slayer that's of the optimal length, right? Right. He's dedicated to that. Almost...
Or for even a good chunk of the time, he thinks that demons just killed him, and so he's kind of out for revenge.
Yeah.
And then much later, you find out that he's a demon, and it just kind of wrecks Zenitsu,
and the great thing about that is that you still have... You can still make Zenitsu, through that. You can still make him into, the sniveling little crybaby, and the try-hard ladies man, or kind of simp that he is, right? You can still do that. But it gives Zenitsu more layers that was kind of lacking until this movie came out. That's one of the problems that I kind of have. Don't get me wrong, I love Inosuke, but dude is flat. My guy is flat.
I do love Inosuke, but he is.
And the fact that he's one of the main three, that's a fucking crime against nature.
It is.
Why Zenitsu and even Tanjiro get so much screen time, and Inosuke gets completely shunted to the side. Mm-hmm. Nothing is ever done with his character. He's never developed. No. He's never learned anything. He almost died once, but that didn't affect him. No, and so
I didn't care.
There's a way to make that type of character, but still make them layered and interesting. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's one of the kind of failures of Demon Slayer, unfortunately, is Inosuke in and of itself. He's a fun character. I love him. Mm-hmm. But God, I wish there was more to him.
I do too.
Like, because, for example, the idea of him being able to completely self-train himself in a mountain is super interesting. Where the hell did he come from?
Right.
Like, that brings up so many questions, and none of them are answered.
Nope.
Unless they throw in a flashback in this next movie, like, I don't know.
But that's just so little,
so late
for one of the main
three,
that normally gets way more development. So, yeah. I mean, and just a quick reminder, yes, we love Demon Slayer, but we are fundamentally a storytelling podcast, and so when we see room for improvement,
we're gonna critique. And
again, if you want to know how to make a good story, it's like, well, this is what they do really well. This is what Demon Slayer does really well, but this is what it could have done better. Unfortunately, I wish that she had, but she didn't. But at least we have what we have.
Yeah, so and the writing that's there is really good.
Yes,
it's really good, and that's why we're talking about how it can be better, because if she still implemented that same writing but took her time and expanded the stories of these characters more, holy shit, I feel like we would be seeing the next Full Metal Alchemist, or even the next One Piece. It would be up there. Like, it'd be a cultural phenomenon, even more so than it currently is.
Oh yeah, because I think while it's one of the more
popular.
Well, I was going to say, while it's one of the most artistic anime, it's also one of the most soulful anime.
Yes.
Like, it's...
The emotion is there.
The emotion in Demon Slayer is almost unparalleled.
Yes.
I mean...
Yeah, except for, like, One Piece.
Right, like, other things just don't...
and, like, Full Metal Alchemist gets there.
It does.
But, like, yeah, like... for example, and like Frieren has the potential to get there. I really hope.
I hope they.
I really hope Frieren gets there. Please, lady who writes that, please.
No, please get there.
Get there, because I am fucking banking on that show being like one of the greatest of all time, the GOAT. So like I really hope that it happens. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like. I feel like the emotional, like you said, the emotion was unparalleled.
It is. It's so well done. And Tanjiro is one of my favorite main characters because he is so sweet and kind.
Yeah.
And it's never a weakness.
No.
In fact, it's almost always, in every case,
a strength.
His strongest, strongest part of him is that
he's his heart.
Yeah, is his heart. He's so kind. Like, not inhumanly, but like almost superhumanly kind.
Yeah.
And empathetic. I mean, he's walking empathy.
Yeah. Yeah.
For, you people out there who think you're empathetic but don't actually know what empathy is.
Yeah.
You go look at freaking Tanjiro and like demons. He empathizes with demons.
Demons. Yeah.
Who does that?
Yeah.
No one else in the show does that.
No.
He is the only one. We'll get to him in a minute because there's a hell of a lot of empathy going on at the end. Mm-hmm. Like that one question, where does he want to go? Like, oh god, that like stabbed me. I was like, oh god, Tanjiro, boy, your heart's just wide open all the freaking time. Like he makes no effort to shut himself off at all. He feels everything.
There's also another point to that I want to bring up later, but we'll get to it.
Store it in your brain.
Yes. It's definitely stored there because I'm going to bring it up anyway.
Okay. But yeah, no, I mean, it's just one of the most soulful, heart-filled, beautiful animes. And so, the only reason it bugs me so much is, like, it could have been so much more than what we're going to get. And what we're getting is great, but it could have been...
It could have been greater.
It could have been legendary.
Yeah.
It could have been. But I guess back to the actual movie though, and the fight with Kagaku.
Kagaku's end is very satisfying, and the fight is amazing.
Oh, can I just say one thing about that man's voice actor? I don't know what it is about the Japanese and their ability to do cocky, arrogant prick so freaking well. But good lord, that man nailed that voice. It's
this kind of talking like this and like very much like but it works. It works super well in their cadence and their language.
Yeah.
That it makes for such a slime ball kind of voice that you're like, oh my god, I want to just throttle you.
Right. Well, like that was the thing with his voice too, is he was so, it was super deep for one thing, which is always nice.
Yeah.
For those characters, but he just had this, like, this sense of just, like, the superiority complex came out in his voice, and it was just like, I don't know how they do it. Like, I'm not even going to embarrass myself by trying to recreate his tone and the way he speaks.
Yeah.
But just, I don't know. I love a good voice actor. That dude, like, applause. Hats off to you, sir. Because holy lord, Kaigaku's voice is perfection.
Yes, it's awesome.
And it's awesome to watch him get stripped down from that cocky, self-important, I'm better than you pedestal to falling down a pit.
Yeah. And the ending to that fight where Zenitsu feels like he's dying, or he is dying, and he's actually in the afterlife.
Well, hold on. You gotta talk about the way he wins first.
Oh, yeah. He wins by... First, it looks like he's totally defeated.
Yeah.
Kaigaku knocks him down, he starts to fall, and then, he basically completely picks himself back up, uses the first form of breathing, comes back up, and basically has created his own technique with the first breathing form.
Yep. He's invented the seventh form.
Yep,
He's invented it. He can never do 2 through 6.
He can do 1 and 7.
Yep, he can do 1 and 7 now because he invented one. And Kaigaku's like, what the hell was that? It's like, he's pissed.
Yeah.
And then my favorite part's when he's falling, though.
Yeah.
And he's like, wait, this isn't a loss. He's gonna die with me. And then freaking, what's his name?
Shirogane, I think his name is.
Yeah. Is that what it is?
It's close. I think it's Shirogane. Let me see. Shirogane.
It's not typing.
Oh my. What the hell?
Nope.
What is going on?
Did your keyboard die?
No?
There it goes. Hang on. Technical difficulties.
Shirogane. Demon Slayer. Yeah, Shirogane.
So what's his name? Okay.
Pretty sure. Oh no.
No. I was gonna say that.
It's Shiro something.
I thought it started with a Y.
Oh, is it Yushiro?
It might be Yushiro.
Yushiro. Yeah, Yushiro.
Right there.
Yushiro, yeah. Yep, Yushiro.
Yeah. He comes and basically just
saves him.
Well, yeah, he taunts freaking
Kaigaku.
Whatever the hell his name was.
Kaigaku.
It's a Kaigaku. He taunts him first by being like, those who have only ever taken have nothing to give, and therefore, you're alone. But he saves Zenitsu, and Kaigaku's like, no.
And also,
that was satisfying.
We also get a really great scene with Murata, who's like the kind of like, just kind of, what is it, toady? He's
almost the red shirt.
Yeah, he's almost the red shirt. But it's so funny how the community has adopted Murata. He's actually the most powerful demon slayer in the entire Corps. He knows universal breathing.
Yeah, the fandom.
Yeah, the fandom has completely, adopted Murata as a character. And is like, he's the best. He's actually way overpowered. He's only using 1% of his power to defeat these demons.
Yeah, he's
he could easily take out Muzan 1v1. Like that sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's so funny. But yeah, no, I really... It's like a total sniper, or... It's a total, Soge King type of meme with him, and it's so funny. So, yeah, but, we get to see more Murata, and then, we get my favorite scene, which is, when Zenitsu's in the afterlife, he's about to die, and he sees his mentor on the other side of the stream, basically on the other side of life.
Yeah. The river Styx.
Yeah, and he just says, "You are my pride and joy, Zenitsu."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think that and another backstory scene are the two scenes that kind of when I mentioned helping process Charlie Kirk's death.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that was one of them.
Yeah.
And like that, yeah, that's just a beautiful scene all around.
It is. Yeah.
Because you realize that, yeah, like he loved the hell out of Zenitsu.
Yeah.
The
way that Demon Slayer deals with death too, just in general, is like if you're having any issues processing, it's a good one to go watch.
Yes, for sure. So now we get to talk about the main event. Yes. Which is Gyu and Tanjiro versus Akaza, which this has been a fight that has been a long time coming.
Yes.
Ever since Akaza killed Rengoku. This has been a long time coming.
Or Kyojuro.
Yeah, Kyojuro. Yeah. It's been a long time coming. And I like that eventually at some one point we actually get to see Shinjiro, his dad, pulling his head out of his ass for once, and actually being like a fucking demon slayer, like and actually being useful instead of some pathetic drunk
asshole.
Yeah. And so like that was really cool to see.
Yeah, because he's there with Izui guarding Kagaya, right? It's Kagaya's son and youngest daughters, because they've got the crows flying around the whole castle, and they're trying to map it out, which is insane. And they're looking for Muzan too. That's their primary function.
Oh yeah, and Tamayo too, because they're trying to rescue Tamayo.
And Tamayo,
yeah, because she's stuck with Muzan.
Yeah, how much would that suck?
Yeah,
stuck with the freaking egomaniacal
demon king,
demon lord, bastard, pain in the ass.
Yeah, but yeah, basically they're sitting out and waiting, and hoping that everyone gets back fine.
Yeah, well, and I think they're guarding them from any demons that Muzan might let out of the castle and send for them. Because if they're mapping out the castle and trying to find them, they're a threat. So, so they're guarding them. But anyway, so yeah, back to the main fight.
Yes.
Which is really, really, really good.
This takes up like half the running time, I think, this entire fight.
Not quite half, but a good
like
solid
maybe
chunk.
1/3. Or no, I think, man, I don't know. I think it's one half.
It's a 3-hour movie. I don't think they fought him for an hour and a half. Maybe I'm wrong though. With Akaza's backstory slotted in there.
Yeah, I think it might be.
Take up about half the running time.
Yeah, but
it did not feel like it.
No, it's a high octane from start to finish.
So good.
Balls to the wall, edge of your seat, smackdown between these three characters. Who you all like. Now this is an example, right? We've actually spent time with Gyu to get to know him a bit more, and of course,
Gyu's one of my favorites.
Yeah, and of course Tanjiro's there, and we have a good reason to hate Akaza. So this is what we're talking about how if every fight in this had the same care and time put into it as this one did, it would have been awesome.
Into the build up.
Yes, into the build up.
The payoff is so worth it.
Yeah, it would have been so good. This fight is amazing.
Yes, it's incredible.
It's got to be one of the best animated fights I've seen in a very long time. And I fucking love Akaza.
I do too.
I've loved him. I've loved him even though he killed Kyojiro. I've loved him ever since then because he's just a really great villain.
As a villain, I've loved him. Yeah, since the
train arc.
The train arc, yeah.
Yeah, since he appeared in the train arc.
And I love Kyojiro.
Yeah.
But I love Akaza.
Yeah.
It's as a villain, he's great.
Yeah, he's amazing. And there's another part where, so like they're fighting, and the whole time Tanjiro's trying to figure out how do you fucking beat this guy.
Right, because he's so accurate.
Yeah,
he doesn't miss.
He doesn't miss. He always knows where you are at all times.
He hits your vital spots every single time.
Every single time. He knows where to swing. He knows where you are. He knows where you're going to swing. He knows when to dodge, when to block.
Yep.
Everything.
Well, and like one of the brilliant parts too of this fight is that Gyu is engaging with him a lot, and you can like it kind of adds a time bomb because you can see Gyu's getting hurt.
Tired.
He's getting tired.
Yep.
It's the same thing that happened to Kyojiro is going to happen to him. Unless Tanjiro can figure it out and stop it.
And Tanjiro almost gets himself killed multiple times, where Gyu has to save him at the last minute multiple times. And Tanjiro realizes, I'm doing the same shit that I was going to do. Like, he realizes in himself there was no way for me to save Rengoku in that time. Like, there's just no way. I couldn't save him.
Yep.
Because with my inexperience at the time, I would have gotten killed and he would have gotten killed.
Yep.
Like, so that would have been in vain. Not only that, he also realizes I need to stop being a fucking burden here because I'm just slowing you down and distracting him with him saving me. So I need to figure out my own shit to figure this out.
Yep.
And there's this scene where Kaza like throws Gyu into the building, and he's having a one-on-one with Tanjiro, and it's just the two of them talking.
Because he lobs Gyu like 5 miles.
Yeah, like 5 miles away into some building that Gyu has to like pull himself out of,
and then figure out where the frick they went to. It's like this place is a maze on steroids. Like, he's gonna figure out where they went.
And so like, there's this part where like there's just this one-on-one with Tanjiro and Gyu or Akaza, and you realize that like Akaza just his whole ideology is like, I hate the weak need to die, and they
full circle of that. Like,
yeah,
I love
it. And
so much.
Like, I have no time for them. They're the people that I hate the most.
Yeah, he hates people.
And Tanjiro says, "Well, you were once weak." When you were a baby, like, someone had to take care of you. Like, you couldn't fight on your own. And that, like, awakens a little something into Akaza, but he doesn't, he kind of punches it away, and he's like, nope, not dealing with that, you're dead. And he starts trying to go towards Tanjiro again. The fight starts up. And then we get to a moment where Tanjiro figures it out. He fully figures it out.
Oh, yeah, because Gyu comes back, they're fighting, but he realizes this is dire, we're both gonna die.
Yep.
Like, he's gonna kill us.
Yeah.
We're done unless I can figure out why he's so accurate and what he's doing.
And this is the part that I love the most. He figures it out. He figures out, okay, I need to go towards him without a fighting spirit. Like, that's how I make myself invisible to him.
No killing intent.
No killing intent. No murderous intent. And so he goes towards him. And it's not outright stated, but I absolutely love this. He was about to kill Akaza like a coward, which is a weak person. And in the last moment, Tanjiro couldn't bring himself to do it. Because he knew that's who Akaza hates the most. And he wants to understand him. And so he wants to do it his way. And so he says, I'm going to chop off your head now.
Yeah.
And Akaza sees that, and he's like, why would you even do that?
And Gyu was like, what?
Yeah.
He gave himself away.
And it awakens something in Akaza again. And finally, though, Tanjiro chops off his head. But Akaza doesn't die.
Nope. He's one of the hardy demons.
Yep. He starts trying to make himself like Muzan, where he can only die by sunlight. And he starts, like, regrowing his head slowly. He completely knocks out Tanjiro, and he's about to go to Gyu to kill him. And then we get the Akaza backstory, because at that point, two specific spirits, come to him and tell him, please don't.
Yep,
please stop.
Let's not do this.
And this backstory is holy shit.
Yeah, we were talking about soul and emotion and heart in this show, and how, like, why it's, like, this right here is prime example of...
This backstory is a work of art. Like, I was fully invested the whole time. You suddenly realize why he has the tattoos that he does. He was a thief.
Yep.
And, like, the whole thing with his dad, and how his dad killed himself because his dad realized, I'm being a burden towards my son. It'd be better off if I'm not with him, because I'm sick and dying. I'm gonna die anyway.
Well, I think he thinks that like he reasons that the only reason Akaza is stealing is because he needs to be able to afford medicine for his dad. So his dad's like, well, if I take myself out, my son can stop being a criminal and he can start over and have, you know, a good, honorable life.
Yeah.
And so he takes himself out.
Hakuji is his original name. Yeah.
Hakuji is his name.
Yeah. And yeah, like he takes himself out, and again that starts up this hatred towards weaklings, right?
You don't get that until later. Though.
You don't
You're
get
kind
this.
of jumping the gun.
Well, yeah, but like this, I think this is kind of almost the catalyst where
it is, but
you know, he sees his dad, you know, sort of take himself out like this, and he feels resentment towards him, but also he feels resentment towards himself because he couldn't help him. Mm-hmm. And so he goes on a big rampage throughout the village and starts beating up all the people in it. And then eventually this guy comes up. I can't remember his name. It is... Give me one moment. Keizo, who is a martial artist, who basically takes him in and raises him as on the one condition that he looks after his sick daughter, Koyuki. And the rest of the backstory is just kind of his life with these two.
Yeah, like the maybe, what, he's 18, 19 by the time...
18.
18 or 19, so... And he has like 12, so like 6-7 years that he spends with them, is my guess.
Yeah.
And and just his bond with them, and you get to see him as a human, and like, you get to see that he's a good person. He takes care of Koyuki, and he never complains about it. He takes his training when he can get it, and he's never resentful. Like, it doesn't bother him taking care of her.
The only thing that annoys him is when Koyuki cries.
Yeah, because he doesn't know what to do with it.
Yeah, he doesn't know what to do. I don't know
how to handle that.
Yeah, he doesn't know what to do with that, but he, you know, that's pretty typical just young guy stuff. Right. Like, you know, like, you just don't know what to do.
I mean, I'm like that too, though. You start crying in front
of him.
Yeah,
I'm like, I don't
know what to do.
And so he walks away, and like, you know, he starts training under Keizo and learning more martial arts and getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Mm-hmm. And this is all set up later on that Keizo, or earlier on, that Keizo won this dojo from like saving the old owner of it. Mm-hmm. And the owner didn't have any heirs, so we passed it on to him as thanks.
Right. But that pissed off, like, neighboring dojos they wanted this dojo.
Yeah, for their
like
own.
This rivalry that gets mentioned, and then it's a big thing later. But, like, I mean, but he and Koyuki fall in love.
Yeah, completely fall in love with each other.
Yep, they get engaged.
Yep, and they're set to marry. And then he goes and he visits his father's grave to let him know how much his life has progressed and how happy he is now.
That he's getting married.
And then he comes back to find both Keizo and Koyuki dead from their well being poisoned by one of the rival dojos. Yeah. And this absolutely destroys Hakuji's entire view of the world. Because he already had it rough to begin with. He did. And then finally he gets this chance to live a good life, a good, honest life.
Yep.
And it's completely and utterly ripped away from him in the most cowardly fashion ever. And
it's because these other dojo people could never defeat Keizo or Hakuji in a fair fight. They couldn't beat them, so they tried to poison them, except Hakuji's out. But then he comes back, he finds them dead, and that's when he just breaks. He goes to this dojo, he freaking kills all of them, and that's when you get his viewpoint coming back in. I hate the weak. Like, the weak poison and the weak.
Instead of fighting on their 2 feet.
Like, so when he says he hates weaklings, his definition of a weakling is not what you think it is in the beginning.
Yeah.
And I loved that subversion. Like, it gave me chills. I was like, oh my god, oh, this poor guy. Like, I felt so awful for him. Like, this poor freaking dude had a life laid out in front of him. He was just gonna live in this dojo and probably try to teach other students martial arts and be married to this girl who loved him and who he loved, and it was just, oh, it was heartbreaking.
Yeah. And so it ends, he goes back into modern, present time, and he revs up for an attack because his head's starting to grow back.
Yeah. Well, Muzan, so Muzan is the one who turns him, if that's...
Oh, yes. Muzan is the one that turns him after he kills the dojo members.
Yeah, after he kills them. Because that attracts Muzan, because he's like, I heard a demon went through here, but I didn't send one. He's like, then I come here, and it's just you.
Yeah.
But Hakuji, I thought it was super interesting that Hakuji is one of the only ones who is not asked to be turned into a demon. Like, is not offered and does not ask. Yeah. Muzan just does it.
Yeah.
He doesn't really give him a choice.
No.
And because he punches Hakuji through the head at the same time that he turns him into a demon, when Hakuji becomes Akaza has no memory of his previous life.
Yep.
He doesn't have that.
Yeah.
But Tanjiro brings it back out, and that's why he's...
Yeah.
He's pissed now.
Yeah.
Because he did not want to remember. It's like, how dare you?
So it goes back to the the present time, and Tanjiro wakes up, realizes what's about to happen. He gets in front of Gyu to protect him, and Okaza's about to unleash this giant attack.
The one that killed Kyojuro.
Yep. And what ends up happening is he destroys his own body as much as he can to try and just end it for himself. He wants to go with Koyuki and Kaizo and live with them and not be here anymore. Yeah. Now that he's got his memory back of what happened, he doesn't want to be who he is anymore.
No.
And God, this is the part that really got me, was when he finally kneels down. He walks away from Gyu.
Because his body's still trying to freaking regenerate.
Yeah.
It won't stop
yeah.
regenerating, even though he wants to die. He's trying to end it.
Yeah. And, Tanjiro, sees him just walking. It's where is he going?
Where does he want to go?
Yeah, where does he want to go?
What is he doing?
Yeah. And he just eventually kneels down, and it's shown that Keizo, his father, and Koyuki are all there waiting for him. Mm-hmm. So and it's kind of left ambiguous whether or not they just decided, we're going to hell with you. Mm-hmm. We're sticking together. Or if he redeemed his soul enough. Because remember the two siblings, I forget what their names are, in Uzui's arc.
Yeah.
They didn't really redeem themselves. And remember, they see the light. Mm-hmm. They see the light of heaven in front of them. Mm-hmm. But they turn and walk the other way because they know that that's where they belong.
Well, isn't it that the brother can't go, but she could?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
No, I'm staying with you.
Yeah.
So he takes her with him. They end up going to hell together.
Yeah.
So you're not really sure, but there is a point where Koyuki, because he's latched onto her. He's on his knees. He's wrapped around, has his arms wrapped around her, and she reaches down and touches his face, and he turns back into his human self. The demon form of Akaza is gone. It's just I just said his name. Hakuji.
Yeah.
Hakuji. There we go. Yeah. Hakuji. So yeah, it's not clear. It's ambiguous because they're hugging. It looks like heaven, and then they're hugging again, and they're kind of in flames, and so you don't really know. You're not too sure.
You're not quite sure
where they ended up.
Yeah.
But either way, he gets to be with the people he loves. So
yep, he passes away. And then.
That's when he's finally able to let go. She's there, and she grabs him.
Yeah. And then Gyu and Tanjiro pass out.
Yep. And that's the end of the movie.
Yep, and that's the end of the movie. And then Muzan is waiting for them in his big bubble.
Oh, Muzan's down there having his freaking ego trippy speech.
He's going...
Yes, he's having his mustache.
Yeah.
His mustache
He's having his his laugh. Come, Hashira!
Okay.
I will kill you all!
Even though no one knows where his ass is at.
No. Come and find me!
Yeah, and no one but Tamayo can hear his ass.
Yeah,
So, like, when he's screaming, like...
He's so extra, dude.
Yeah. What he's screaming about, I don't know. But he's down there bitching into the void.
Yeah.
That's all Muzan is doing.
But yeah, and then we get a little bit of a look at Coco.
He's a little drama bitch.
Yeah.
That's all Muzan is.
Yeah, Kokojima? Fuck.
I know, right? They keep, like...
Koku.
That's not... You're close. God, don't hit spoilers.
I'm trying
being
not
in
to.
there.
Hold on.
Just look up number 1 demon.
Oh, Kokoshibo.
There we
it
go.
is. Kokoshibo. Kokoshibo is also there, and he's like, hell no. I'm not about to be taken down. Because he hears Akaza died. And he's like...
Well, in number 6...
Yeah.
Kaigaku. There we go. Kaigaku.
Yeah.
Dies. And Zenitsu takes him out on his own. Which is pretty freaking cool.
Yeah. And so he hears that, Akaza and Kaigaku died. So now it's only him, Doma, Muzan, and the Shamisen lady. Mm-hmm. I always forget what her name is. Left.
I can't remember.
And so, like, he's like, oh, hell no. That's not happening here.
Yeah.
And there has been a trailer released or not a trailer, a poster. Let me see if I can find it. Kokoshibo poster. I'm sure if I look it up, I can find it. Movie poster, maybe. But it's basically, it's this one.
Oh, I've seen that one. Yeah. It's so freaking cool.
And so, like, there's another one where it's the reflections, like, because it's Akaza, like, the first one is Akaza, and it's just his eyes, and you see the reflection of Tanjiro and Gyu in it. And then there's another one with all 3 of Kokoshibo's eyes, and it's Gyome, Ginya, and Tokito. So the 3 of them are fighting Kokoshibo.
I can't wait for that fight.
Yeah. And so, yeah, it's these ones.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did see the one with the reflection.
I think it's this one.
One.
Let me see if I can find. For fuck's sake. I'm not signing into goddamn... whatever, man. Oh, that's a good one, too.
That is a good one.
But, yeah, like...
That's cool.
It's a... Yeah, I love this movie. It was really well done.
It was so good.
It was super well done. I give it a high recommendation.
Yes.
Only if you've watched the whole thing, though.
Yeah, because you're going to be lost as hell.
Otherwise, you're not going to know what the hell is going on.
Yeah.
But, I highly recommend it. It's very, very well done. And yeah, I think that's this episode.
Yeah, I think we're
it's
good.
the longest episode we've done.
I thought it was going to be short, too.
Nah, it's the longest episode we've done, but that's okay. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you guys enjoyed. I know this episode was a little all over the place, but, sometimes that's just how it's going to be.
Yeah, such is life.
And, yeah, we're not going to be here for next week. We are going to be in Salt Lake Comic-Con. Or Fan X, as the kids like to say nowadays.
Well, no, they can't.
Yeah, they can't say it anymore because
San
Diego's a prick who can't share. Pretty much. Which is funny because they're communists, so it's a little weird.
Right.
Weird. I thought that's what all communism was about, but anyway. Weird. But anyway. We're going to be there for that week, so we're not going to be able to record anything. There's going to be another week where we won't be doing any episode. So hopefully nothing big happens.
Hopefully not. If it does, media. We'll talk about it when we get back.
And media happens. Or, we'll probably talk about the Fan X when we come back.
Oh, yeah, we will.
And see if there's anything, like, special that was released or anything. That we're interested in. If it's something that I don't give a shit about, then I'm not going to talk about it.
Yeah, you are at our whim.
Yes. So, but I hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, we'll see you all next time. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.